Hi everyone, we have just finished off first aspect of recruitment, first part, that is internal recruitment. Recruitment is searching for prospective candidates, internal is within the organization. Now we are coming to the next part of it, that is external recruitment. Now what do we mean by external recruitment? When you get employees from outside, they are recruited from outside, it is known as external recruitment. Now you would say, what is exactly external recruitment? So when you advertise, when you see advertisement in newspaper, Wednesday, SN Times of India, and then in your Hindustan Times Career on Tuesday, then what happens is you're talking about advertisement about when you search for the job and you look into the newspaper for advertisement, that is again the recruitment process from company's side has started. So that's the first way of external recruitment. There are many other ways. When you go to the management consultant, when you go to the placement agencies, when you go to employment exchange, or when you just directly walk into some walk-in interview, all these are various ways of external source of recruitment, because everything is happening from outside the organization. And when you go in for www, that is World Wide Web, and you apply through online portals, that's again another way and the most latest way of external source of recruitment. We will discuss that later on. First I would like to tell you about the merits and demerits of external source of recruitment. So starting with the merits, the first one is that when you recruit people from outside, you get qualified people. Why? Because sometimes people who are already working in the organization, when you had selected them, they were qualified, but the times change or latest technology came over. So sometimes for that purpose, people from outside are required so that they are well acquainted with the latest type of techniques. Like for example, in a school, when teachers are recruited, we recruit them on the basis of their qualification. But as per today, if you talk about COVID-19, teachers need to be techno savvy also. They should know computers, laptop and many other applications. So getting qualified people from outside, sometimes at this time, whenever the principals are going to recruit people from outside, they'll make sure that these people are little techno savvy to face the adversities anytime. Right, by using external sources of recruitment, the management can attract qualified and trained people who can apply for vacant jobs. So you can sometimes qualified people, when they apply for the job, it becomes for the good of the organization. Next is wider choice. You have internal source of recruitment. If it's your old organization, you already have internal source of recruitment, but then you want someone with the better ideas, out of box thinking. So you go in for wider choice. When vacancies are advertised widely, a large number of applicants from outside apply. So management gets wider choice to choose from. Now wider choice to choose from actually relates to fresh talent. Like I told you, out of box thinking, people with some nice kind of ideas. There is no inbreeding. उन्हीं लोगों को बार बार, उसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लोगों को बार बार हम डेवलप नहीं करते, बाहर से लोग आते हैं और हम उनको बेटर तरीके से एक्सेप्ट करते हैं. So existing employee may be insufficient in terms of not very well qualified, but may not work as per the requirement of the organization at the present scenario. Like I just now told you about the COVID-19 and technology aspect of it. So brings wider choice. Why brings wider choice? That is, brings new blood, people from new ideas, out of box thinking, and some aha effect come into the organization. Therefore it becomes better. Why? Because you get fresh, talented people. Alright, next comes competitive spirit. When the company gets people from outside, what happens to the insiders? They start getting insecure. Job insecurity increases. They get very insecure about their jobs. So what happens? Ultimately क्या हो जाता है? So they know that they have to compete with each other. So both start working hard and they try to show performance in any ways. Benefit of the organization, nobody else. Next we come to the limitation. Limitation we have first is dissatisfaction among employees. How dissatisfaction among employees? External recruitment may lead to dissatisfaction and frustration. Why? Because chances of promotion get threatened. Among existing employees, they feel insecure about their chances of promotion because they know they get dissatisfied. They know chain of promotions, simple promotion and chain of promotion happens. So if somebody from outside comes to the organization, there is threat. Either you compete and work to that level, or that person will get more chance of promotion and you will get less. So that kind of dissatisfaction, frustration, and kind of insecure feeling is always there. So this happens in the organization when somebody from outside comes in and comes up with better ideas or better working potential. You must have seen the other people who are working since a very long time. Those who are there in the organization for many years, they try to suppress them or dominate them, or at times bully them also. So dissatisfaction is there. Yeah. Time consuming or lengthy process. Recruitment from external sources take a long time. The business has to notify the applicants, that is, they wait for the response for the starting selection process. Right. आपने एडवर्टाइजमेंट लगाया, यू प्रिंटेड एन एडवर्टाइजमेंट इन द न्यूज़पेपर, या फिर आपने इंटरनेट पे दिया कहीं भी, then people respond, and after they respond, what you have to do is you have to eliminate unfit people and you have to check out those who are good. Then you call them for a selection test, then you call them for interviews. There are a lot of things which are to be done. So first you have to be very sure that you get the right kind of people. So if people within the organization are available, the organization usually avoids people from outside. Despite of having so many benefits, they avoid. So it's lengthy process or time consuming process. I've given you both the options out here. And the last point is, it is costly process or expensive process. External source is an expensive process. Why? A lot of money has to be spent on advertisement and processing of applications. Yes, a lot of money is spent. There's a boardroom fees, and there are people who are in the selection committee. They come from different backgrounds. You invite them, and then sometimes applicants are called and they are made to stay in some particular place. If the selection process takes a longer time. So all this, before that, recruitment from outside only becomes a costly process, because getting people is not enough. You have to select them, and by the time selection process gets over, the whole thing is a very, very big scenario, right? So now we are doing difference between internal and external recruitment. Please get it very clear from both point of view. Whenever a question on any kind of two terms is to be differentiated, you have to always make a tabular form and you have to create basis for it, right? So we are doing internal recruitment and external recruitment difference. First, on the basis of nature or process, internal is a quick process, whereas external is a lengthy process. Why internal is a quick process? Because it is within the organization. Why external is a lengthy process? Because we recruit people from outside the organization, and it takes time for them to send the application, for us to accept and then reject the application and call the people who are to be selected. The unfit people are eliminated, the fit people are called. So lengthy process. Now, and moreover, external source of recruitment, I gave you example, placement agency, management consultant, and walk-in interview. All these take a lot of time, right? Internal recruitment. Now, this is a cheaper process. Why is it cheaper process? Because you don't spend any money. You don't advertise within the organization in a newspaper to get recruitment. No, people come with, at the moment they come to know there is a vacancy, they come. This is a costly process. Why? Because you advertise or you take initiative to going to people. In case if you go to a management consultant, you pay him commission, or you go to a placement agency, there also you have to pay commission. So they all work on commission basis. It's little expensive. Not only for the people who are going to get recruited, but also sometimes the companies also have to pay a kind of commission for getting the right kind of people. So these management consultant and all, they get you the right kind of people, and company also pays commission. So comparatively expensive process. Effect on staff. Existing staff is motivated within the organization. Why promotion हो गया मेरा, promotion हो गया, मिठाई खाओ, motivation. ठीक है? Existing staff gets dissatisfied. बाहर से लेकर आ गए, पता नहीं हमारे promotion का क्या होगा. So dissatisfaction, right? Now, quality. Limited scope of fresh talent. Fresh talent कम आता है comparatively. Because people who are working in the organization for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years, and in case they get promoted, they have a limited criteria to think. They don't do all the time out of box thinking. That becomes one limitation for internal source. Even if you you promote somebody to higher level, the thinking process will be on the cliche mode. Why? Because what the superior before him had done, he'll work on the, or she will work on the same module, will not make any changes. Little changes here and there, but nothing magnificent or nothing out of box would come. But when you get people from outside the organization, they come up with the different ideas what they were using in their kind of organization. So with the infusion of new blood, there is more quality and working is better. So here limited scope of fresh talent, I did not mark this, that's why I got little confused. Limited scope of fresh talent, here infusion of new blood. Last is internal source of internal source help in saving time of officials. Yeah, you know within the organization, the person knows the organization, you know the person, you just tell him that you are promoted, he is happy, you are happy, work is being done, chalo ji sab chali ja raha hai. Here it is what? External sources are time consuming and lengthy process. बहुत time लग जाता है to get people from outside. Advertisement in itself is a very lengthy process, and then getting people is another process. When we will do selection, you will come to know how lengthier process is that. So this finishes off difference between internal and external recruitment. Next video we will be doing on external sources types. I have not touched external sources types out here because that is again we have 10 points to discuss there. So that we will do in the next video. For time being, bye bye.